better be recording, because I can't do this shit again. I'm so serious. Guys, welcome back to the Ep10. Happy, Solar, right? New Year's is Solar and Thanksgiving. Yeah, Thanksgiving is Chuseok. I always get those mixed up. Happy Solar. Today is the day. Today is the 29th, and it's 4:38 p.m. So there were 3 Canon events on the week of last week. And my voice is like this because I'm sick. Like every every government holiday or every like holiday, I'm sick. Like I was sick on Christmas Eve, I was sick on Christmas, I was sick on my birthday, I was sick throughout this whole Korean New Year's, Solar. I was sick throughout the whole thing. I thought I got better, and today I'm sick again. So it's just like every time I have a break or every time I have time on myself, I have to be just violently ill. So it's like, what is it about that? Like literally on my birthday, I remember it was a Sunday. My fever was so bad, and so was Christmas. My fever was so bad, and I had plans that day, I think. I had plans that day, and I had to cancel. Like, I had to be that bitch. I had to be that annoying bitch of, like, canceling plans on the day of Christmas Eve because I got so sick I had to go to the ER, actually. Yeah, I had to go get IV treatment, actually. Like, what is going on? Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, what is going on in my, like, story and, like, plot? And, like, is this, like, character development? Because it's, like, why is this going on? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be always the sick one. And honestly, the thing is that they're all concerned. Like, that is the thing. Like, I do not want to concern people. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I don't want to be ungrateful, right? So, I'm very grateful and I'm very honored that people care enough to worry about me, especially when it's like coworkers. They worry about me because they know that I'm just sick every single day almost at this point. And then like, yeah, my friends worry about me and they all worry. You know, I'm a concerner. I'm a concern simulator. Concern stimulator. That is what I am. And I don't want to be that person, but I always am. So, what's that about, do you think? Like, what? Oh my god, I thought I just saw a fucking ghost. Why is that, do you think? Like, actually, why do you think that is? Like, because I don't want to be the person that's, like, always worrying people. And, like, I realize that I have Canon events every 2 days or, like, every 3 days. And it would change the discourse of my life entirely or in a very major way. And I would always forget about it. So this time I recorded it while I was going through it so I could have actual footage of me reacting to it. The number 1 clip is, I'm going to do this in chronological order, not importance order. Number 1. Why didn't no one tell me that Hozier had a girlfriend? Oh my god! Okay, oh my god! Oh my god! Okay. What the fuck time is it? It's 8:03. It's 8:03 p.m. on what day is, oh my god. I think it's the 20th, okay? 20th Monday. Just like 30 minutes ago, I figured out I should have never Googled it! I found out that Hozier has a girlfriend. Like, Hozier has a girlfriend, and like he's like, I really can't talk about it, but I'm gonna. I'm like suicidal.
I'm suicidal. But not really. But like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, do you have to know what I mean, dude? It's like when Brittany Broski on her podcast, when she talks about Call of Duty cosplayers and when she reads the fan fictions and she gets really sad because they're not real. It feels like that. He's gonna be so good to her. Will never cheat. Hozier would never cheat, bitch. I need to I want to calm down, but I can't. So just fucking bear with me, okay? I saw her picture. She is fucking gorgeous, okay? Of course you're gonna be gorgeous. Are you kidding? Whatever, bitch. They said something rude to her. I feel so bad for not knowing her name, but they said something rude to her, and Hozier literally, with his public account, defended her. With his official account, commented saying that, oh, this is my girlfriend. Be nice, bitch. Watch your mouth. And I was like, okay.
Like, literally, one of y'all could have told me. You know, like, anyone could have told me, or my For You page could have told me that. Like, why was that information not lent to me when I was consuming Hozier edits for I don't know, 6 hours straight? Why was that information not shared with me in this day and age, in this dystopian day and age? I don't want to be so delusional about it, okay? But I am. So please indulge me. Just please have mercy on my soul. But I am that delusional person. You know what I mean? Give me an hour with Hozier and he's going to propose to me. No, he won't. He does not know that you exist. And you're actually kind of creepy. But in my head, I'm not. So yeah, there's some dichotomy going on right there. So I kind of lost it. Okay? The second Canon event is going to be about my dog getting sick. It's 5:52 a.m. and I just got back from the emergency vet. My dog has not been feeling well. I woke up at 4 a.m. and I looked at her and she was obviously so not okay. So I took her to the emergency vet, and I've never felt this kind of fear in my life. And they all said that, they did her blood work, they did her infection they did ultrasound, they did the x-rays and everything else was fine. So they knew that, they kind of made sure that, and she's relatively young, she's 1, so that her body is able to fight this. I really don't know what happened. I never give her things that I shouldn't give her. I always try my best to feed her the best things, but it does happen. Things like this, of course, can happen. It's like a stomach flu. I'm so scared about losing her because when she first got here, she again had to go to the emergency vet multiple times because she was in such bad condition when I first rescued her. And they all told me that I had to expect that she might not be here. I had a really hard time then too, but it's almost been a year now, and I have more emotional bond than I had when I first saw her, and I think that could take a bigger toll on me right now. I would give anything to see her back on her feet and healthy again. And I can't. All I can do is just rush her to the hospital and it's 4 a.m. Now it's almost 6 a.m. The bills are crazy, y'all. I'm so serious about this. Okay, the bills are crazy. Guys, the bills are crazy because there are 24-hour vets here, but not all 24-hour vets is actually 24 hours. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's half on and half off. Whatever. So yeah, she had to go to a medical center, which I will take her no matter what. Let me just tell you, even before she got admitted, for the tests, for the IVs, and for everything that she had to do before getting admitted to the hospital, was $2,000. Well over $2,000. I don't even want to talk about it. It's disgusting. Thank God I had I guess the resources to kind of like financially am able to take care of her, because I'm just saying that it's a lot of responsibility to have, like financial responsibility, especially when you have a dog, like quadruple of what you expect. The amount of money that I had to spend, but it was worth it, you know. She's healthy now, so it's worth it. I'll do it all over again. I go do it again. Oh, why did I sing Hozier? Now I'm gonna think about Hozier the whole time. Like, this is why I can't mention Hozier, okay? Because I'm gonna talk about him. Like, if I start, I can't stop, okay? If I start, I can't stop. And I'm gonna actually show you this. Okay, wait. If it's not recording, I'm gonna kill myself. Can y'all see? I don't have a viewfinder, so just tell me if you can see. Oh, fuck. Just tell me if you can see it or not. What did I say? What did I say? What did I say about the seriousness of this hyperfixation? What did I tell you? And also, there's a vinyl player right there. I don't want to talk about it. And I have like candles. I am recently fell in love with the like pet friendly, like dog friendly candles. So I've been burning that shit up. So it's giving very much a shrine vibe. And I really don't like that. Because it's like, it's like, come on. Like what? Like, I don't want a shrine of Hozier. Like, that is not the vibe. That is not the vibe that I want, dude. Like, what if he comes over? Like, what if he comes over? Like, what if he comes all the way to South Korea and come to Seoul and come to this specific area and bump into me, and he gets so interested in me. He's like, can I come over? And I'm like, I can't have a shrine of Andrew Hozier Byrne when he walks into this castle that I have. This sacred feminine space that I have. You know what I mean? So I don't want like the shrine vibe going on, because that makes myself feel creepy. You know, I don't want a shrine. I don't want a shrine of my baby daddy. That's weird. That's fucking weird. You know? I don't want a shrine going on. I think I already do have kind of like a shrine going on, to be honest. To be completely gutturally honest with y'all. What was I talking about? Was I talking about Hozier? Because all I can think about is him right now. Whatever. And then the LP, the vinyl, the record vinyl spinning fucking thing. Fucking fuck. Why did I get... I don't even want to talk about it. Okay? I don't want to talk about it. Like, it pisses me off so much. Like, it's not even that it's like a bad like it's not like a bad vinyl spinner. It's just I genuinely am so used to, oh my god, used to like digitally produced, like digital music. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so used to that, and the sound being so crispy and everything. But I later figured out that vinyl is actually very not that. It's more the bass is more emphasized a little bit more, and it's a lot more smoother than that. But I like my songs crisp as fuck, okay? And like, I would go to the EQ, the equalizer section of Or like, and I would customize it so it would be more crisp in my ears. Okay. Like, that's what I do. And it's like the opposite. And I can, of course, like tune it. But then I think I tuned it so fucking wrong when I first got it, to the point where the needle thing got damaged. Girl, I had to spend so much money on the needle thing too. Like, I don't even remember what the fuck the name of it. The fucking tip. The fucking needle tip. That part. That part.
What'd he do? That part.
Y'all, the Jeffree Star, I don't know why, like, eat me out. What'd he do? That part. Like, that part, like, when he says that, I don't know why, but it feels like it overwhelms me. I don't know with what is overwhelming about that. Like, I don't even know what that is. That kind of emotion is, but I get so overwhelmed when because it was like a trend on TikTok. Oh, you're gonna ban it for 14 hours. I fucking hate y'all. Like, I was so depressed when I first opened the app, and I don't know why my location was set to US, because I was banned on it too, and I wasn't on the metric scale bandwagon, so I was also off of it. I don't know why, and I couldn't even fucking change it. Maybe I just didn't know how. So I went like what, a day? I was so depressed the whole day because I was like, yeah, like, people were saying that they're gonna just bring it back, but like, still, what if they don't? Still, what if they don't? Like, that was such a big part of my life. Like, I spent so much time scrolling on TikTok, and like, imagine all the creators there. I was so sad, and I almost went nonverbal for like a day, and just to like come back with like a propaganda slapped on it. Come on, y'all. And people know, they're not fucking dumb, like, and people know, but still, that pissed me off. But that was not like a Canon event, I guess, because I was already going through a lot of different shit. I don't even remember. That's why I made like those media reactions, because I don't remember. I don't remember that. I just don't remember. Okay. Also, Brittany Broski is playing on my screen with the sound muted, because I have to have some sort of familiar thing going on visually in front of me, or else I feel weird. I feel like kind of like out of place. Like, everything feels strange to me. What is that even? Like, what do you think that is? Is that my autism? Where are my high functioning autism girlies at? Come to the podium. Because I rock with y'all. Because I am y'all. And y'all are me. But I recently got informed, and it's so it makes so much sense. Like, all the IQ tests and the cognitive ability tests that I've done, they're like, you're so clinically intelligent. Where are my clinically intelligent, gifted, and talented gate class bitches at? being clinically intelligent is not fun. It is not fun. It is not fun. Every day's a struggle. I don't consider myself intelligent even. You know what I mean? Like, I'm clinically, I don't know what the term is, but like, whatever, I did the test, and they give you like a percentile, and like, whatever. Like, I don't want to sound pretentious, but I don't consider myself intelligent because I can't read social cues, and sometimes I can't read between the lines, so I feel so dumb. Okay. And sometimes I think that's why I'm such a literal and tactile person. I have to touch it, and I have to have it in a graph and a chart, or in words, or anything in any form that is direct enough for me to understand or abstract enough for me to make my own very vivid world about it, or else I do not understand it. So, and I'm always hypersensitive about everything, you know, my body's always in flight or fight, so that's not helping. I think I'm always overstimulated with something that I do not know, which pisses me off again. But I just am. I just am like that. And oh my god, like it's so hard to seek help, especially in Korea. Like Korea is seriously not like other girls, you know? Like Korea is not like other girls. She's a baddie, but she needs to chill, you know? So I posted on so many different communities of mental health communities, and I went to the specific kind of like where you can get direct answers from a lot of different psychologists in Korea, and I posted there to get some help because I was struggling with very specific things, and I exactly know my diagnoses, and I tend to intellectualize everything that I kind of. That's the only way I truly understand how things work. So I studied psychology for like years, and then I got licensed actually. So I got licensed, whatever, because I want to know why I was like this. So, you know, I was genuinely, but I think like, you know, intellectualizing your own symptoms and intellectualizing your own behaviors is not healthy because, every time I go to therapy or every time I meet a therapist and, it's like said to be one of the worst, patients or like people to treat, is through therapy is when they overanalyze and already has been doing that for years. High functioning autism was divided into Asperger's, but now it's generally considered as autism spectrum disorder, ASD, and it just falls into a spectrum. And I went to a psychologist, many psychologists and therapists, and the first time I got screened for autism, like the test itself was not even for adult autism. So they had to use like a plethora of different tests that I had to go through to kind of figure out the like pinpoints of the autism itself, but just to see if I'm autistic or not, because anything that is autism related is going to be for like little kids, like kids here. And that's genuinely disheartening because adult autism and even ASD is not something that we talk about or something that because it's not considered enough to be considered. You know what I mean? So it's very hard to get treatment. Even when I got screened and when they did confirm, when I went to another therapist, she was like, "Well, you're making eye contact fine with me, so yeah, because I know how to act." Like, and then the most recent psychologist I went to, the person was like, "Oh no, you're not autistic. You just have Asperger's." And I'm like, okay, I'm leaving. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I'm gonna go. And same goes with abuse. I can see a lot of abuse, even televised. And it would just be on TV. And sometimes it really kind of like startles me. Maybe it's just like me not being in tune. But like whatever it is. What was I talking about? But yeah, like seeking care for autism itself and trying to find a therapist for it is so difficult here. I don't know why. I think I once went to like a place that was near here, but it wasn't for me because he just like pitched himself as a therapist, like a salesperson to me. Like talking about all his degrees and shit. Okay, and and what about me? Like, okay, like, whatever, get that bag, but what about me, girl? But maybe like I don't know, maybe that's also like a part of it, or maybe like that is kind of citating himself. I don't know, but I hated it. It was ass. And yeah, it ended up oh, the reason why the therapist was like, oh, I studied here, I have this degree, I have this degree, I have this degree. I was like, because I was genuinely having a discussion with this therapist now. You know what I mean? Like, I was genuinely arguing with him because I was like, because he was like, what did he say? He would be like, oh, it's because you don't have faith in like, it's because you don't have a religious experience, and maybe religion is gonna be good for you. Is like, and I was like, what do you mean by that? So I understand that faith could help people when you genuinely feel like hopeless and helpless. Yes, leaning to God or leaning to a bigger and upper being could be that, but I already suffer with tactile stuff, so I cannot really I don't think I can do that. Like, the disagreement started there. Like, are y'all really gonna sit there and tell me to read the Bible? I already read it, bitch. I was never a religious person, right? I read the Bible for pleasure. It was like I just read it. So what? Like, okay, what now? You know? And what? It's not that it's wrong. It's just like, I am not the right person to say that to. You know what I mean? I'm still pissed about it. Like, how did I come here? Not being able to get help here, like, openly and honestly. And bitch, I don't even like want to get into it anymore. Like, it's gonna make me sad for the whole day. I don't want that. And I'm already fucking sick. So that's great. The third Canon event. Let me get into it. Okay. So I think on the height of the voting era, the US 2025 voting era, and in my brain, it was December. It was December 5th. Is it not? Is it not? Wait, let me fucking Google that. Oh, it was actually November. Oh. See, I genuinely struggle with time frames too. I do not know why. Like, literally, it would be a week off because it's like Chuseok or like a national holiday, and it would be like a big deal. I would just show up to the work building, and it would just like, no one's fucking there, and I'm like, why is no one here? And I struggle with dates and weeks so much. Like, I would always mismanage the weeks or like misunderstand the vacation timing, and like, I would think that it's like this week when it's actually next week. You know what I mean? So anyways, during the height of the election season, which I can see is November 4th to November, like, it was November in the beginning. And I already, like, I remember making an episode about it too. Like, and I still thought it was December 5th. I was so into this, like, because I was so upset about the results. And I was just like, I have very specific passion and very specific ideas about human rights, because I was, I know that it's not like a general universal experience, but I have been so tightly knit with that community. With the trans community, I dated people that actively were going through actively were going through gender affirming care. So I know that it's not like a universal experience that I have. It's like universal, but it's not like, not the majority of the population has that kind of experience, which it opened a lot of things to me. So I have very specific and strong beliefs. Okay. And during election season, it was almost like this agenda fighting of like, it was divided and pitted against, right? Just making the division wider and wider. And I was so at the left side of the pendulum, that I had to, like, literally, I had this friend that meant so much to me, because I have never met a person like that in my life, and she meant so much to me. But anyways, so because we had slightly different approaches on towards very specific agendas, I literally terminated the friendship and said very, very hurtful shit, fucking horrendous shit. And so since November, I kind of instantly regretted it, but I kind of realized that I was suffering so much without her, and I felt so selfish because I know that I hurt her, and I know, like, me reaching out was, like, so fucking selfish. Like, like, and I was like, and I would secretly hope for her to reach out first because I missed her so much, and I would just, like, I was so, like, I was miserable because I missed her so much. Like, I was depressed, I was sad, because she was the closest thing that I've had to a girlhood kind of relationship. Do you know what I mean? Like she was the closest thing that I had that really, I'm getting emotional, but you know what? I'm gonna fucking get emotional. I don't care. But she was the closest, anything that I felt that felt like support, and that felt like, oh, you do understand. You actually do, like, you don't judge me, and you love me, and I don't, like, you know what I mean? Like, that was but you love me because you understand in such a deep, deep, deep way, It's almost, like, creepy how similar of a life and the thought process that we, like, it's like, it's not me being like, oh my god, we're twins, we're twinning. Like, it's not that. It's just like, it's objectively fucking weird. Like, it's to that point how similar it is. And that's why I felt the kind of like, oh my god, I am like other girls with her, because I felt so ostracized my whole life, and she was the only thing that resembled that to me in real life. Like, sometimes I found community in parasocial relationships, but in the real world, she was it. I don't, like, she was really important to me. And then because I think it's safe to say that I have a very idealistic position when it comes to human rights, and I will always be in that. But it was very obvious that she was also the person that cares about the same things that I do. And she thinks the way that I think is correct, but just because we didn't perfectly align with very specific issues that I have, I cut the friendship off. And it was not worth it. It was not worth it. Like, it was my agendas that I, like, very specific agendas and very niche things that I want other people to actually feel too. That's unfair, number one. And it was a lose-lose for everyone, because after me kind of severing, like, cutting off the relationship like that very abruptly, I felt lost. Like, I felt like I didn't exist anymore. I know it sounds so selfish, but I don't want, maybe I am. You know when you, like, when you get so anxious that when you do, like, grounding exercises, when you're like, oh my, like, these are the 5 things that I touch. These are the 5 things that I can see. These are the 5 things that I can smell, or whatever, like the things like that. Like she is the grounding pin. Like she was the grounding pin for me, and I yanked it off my life. Like that's how it felt. And I was so unhappy, so I made a kind of selfish decision, but I also wanted to put my real life first. So I sent her a long ass message saying that I'm really, really sorry that I did that, and just please be my friend. Please be my friend. Please be my friend. Like, I'm so sorry that I did that, and I know by reaching out to you, I'm being so selfish as fuck, and I know that you need your pace, and I know that you need your time. I will wait. But if you could honestly forgive me for what I did, and if you do, like, I know what I did was wrong, and I know that I hurt you, and words are irreversible, and, you know, I cut too deep, so it made a scar, you know? So, and I know that I did that, and I wish I could turn back time. I wish I could turn back time and slap my mouth and slap my face to tell me that I was going to be miserable, like that miserable, actually. So I sent her a long message, and honestly, I thought that she wouldn't reply because of what I did, right? Because I knew that what I did was so not good. But she very she very generously did offer to kind of have a chat, and we talked it through, and we were both very upset and heightened in the situation. You know, she also apologized, and I apologized for saying things that we didn't mean. And now I talk to her, and that makes me really happy. Like, that makes me really happy. I'm gonna cry, but like, that made me really happy, and that's my 3rd Canon event, you know, getting my friend back. And I'm so glad that I did make that selfish decision of, why do I fucking cry every week? But I'm glad I made the selfish decision of reaching out to her and telling her how I feel, and, you know, telling her that I would wait, but I really miss you as my friend, and without you I'm fucking miserable. And I felt pathetic. I felt like, you know, I don't want to be that person that doesn't appreciate things enough until it's gone. I don't want to be that ungrateful person, but I was. And I genuinely regret that. Like, I genuinely regret that, and I knew it after I fucking lost you, and I fucking, like, voluntarily lose you, and I had to figure out the hard way, and I did. So please, I'm so sorry, but can you please come back into my life, you know? And I mean, I'm so glad that I made that, like, selfish decision, and I'm so grateful that she had the heart to have a very long conversation with me about, you know, her side of the story and everything, because it's a very vulnerable thing to do, you know? Like, it's not like, she's very brave, right? Like, to be that vulnerable and to kind of share that information that she was upset, and yeah, we had a very vulnerable fucking stop crying. We had a very vulnerable conversation, and I think I can safely say that she is back in my life, and she is back in my life, and I hope that I could be in her life as long as time would let me. Is that creepy? Am I being fucking creepy? Because I felt so creepy because I did feel creepy when I was, like, sending that long ass message. I felt like an obsessive, toxic ex-boyfriend. Oh my, if I just stop, like, stop. But anyways, we're friends again. So, and that, like, I'm so grateful for that. Stop crying, fuck. yeah, but like it feels so shitty to know something, how valuable it is and how much effect it has on you, to not know that until you fucking lose it. You know? I feel so fucking stupid. And I was fucking stupid about it too. You know, when you have a good friend, it's like, oh my god, if I tell this to her, I'm gonna like get a lecture from her. Like, she's not gonna like it. Like, she was that friend. Like, she was my anchor. She was my pin in this in this floating rock we call Earth. What are we then in this universe? What are we? We're just dust. Like, but she truly was. She was my anchor. And yeah, that's my third Canon event. When I filmed all the Canon event real-time footages, I didn't play it back. Because it was like very like, oh my god, I need to film this right now. And then because I didn't want to like set this whole shit up, I just like did it in my kitchen, and then I wouldn't like look back because I would fucking forget about it like an idiot. But I'm gonna scroll through. Yeah, but yeah, those are the 3 Canon events that happened. Number 1, finding out Hozier had a like. Why did y'all not tell me that? I'm still pissed. Like, why did y'all not tell me that? And I'm pissed that I'm this affected by it too. Like, I don't want to be that affected by it, but I am. So what am I supposed to fucking do now? Ugh. Second Canon event, my dog getting sick. Worst week of my life. For a week straight, I sobbed. Like, week straight, I didn't sleep. Just horrible, horrible, horrible. Bills? Horrendous. Okay? Third Canon event, my bestie. Did I gain the right? Did I gain the right to call her that? Where's like the best friend committee? If there's a best friend committee, please, can I apply for like a best friend certificate? Because I want to get certified. Because I want to know if I'm qualified to call her my best friend. But to me, she is. So shut up. Like, she can be my best friend, and I don't have to be her best friend. Like, you know what I mean? I would love to, but like, I'm not gonna force that because I know what I did was wrong. Okay? Fucking whatever. Grow up. Sorry. Oh my god, I actually love that I discussed it. And that I did remember the 3 things the 3 very important things that happened last week. I loved that. I loved like reliving it. I loved like reliving it and reanalyzing it so I can digest it better. Why did I love that so much? That felt good. That felt really good. I don't know why, but it felt good. If you know why, leave it in the comments. If you're a therapist, please. But oh my god, and like my ex from what 2018 or 2019 reached out to me on Instagram. Girl, the memories of but anyway, thank you so much for listening. I'm done. I know, I just feel it. I feel that I verbal vomited enough to the point where my brain is organized enough without all these clutters. I have decluttered my brain by speaking to myself and speaking to my phone for God knows how long. I don't even know. Happy New Year's, everyone. I hope everyone has a very, very great year. Happy 2025. Happy Korean New Year. Happy Solal. Thank you for listening. Bam!